Shalom, shalom to everybody. Shavua Tov Mevorach. I hope you're doing well and that you are spending good holidays because I know it's a time in the United States, in Israel, in France, and Bezrat Hashem, or in other countries. So if you are in holidays, enjoy your holidays. If you are working, keep it up, Bezrat Hashem, and we will try to continue our limud weekly. Sorry for last week, we had a lot of things going on, and we had to wait a bit before to go in on with our regular schedule. Shalom, shalom, Rabbi Israel Pondol. Shalom, 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 shalom. Can you hear me? Okay, I think you can answer after. Shalom, shalom also to everybody who are on Facebook and on YouTube. Shalom, shalom to Brandon Ben Yosef. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom to you. And shalom also to Kiruv Media. Shalom, shalom. Bezrat Hashem, we will study today one topic very important because all this period of the 3 weeks since the 17th of Tammuz till the 9th of Av, and also the weeks after. We know, and it's known in the wisdom of our sages, that after the full moon of Av, which is Tu B'Av, we have only good time, good moment, sweetness, which is surrounding the Am Israel. So let's say all this time is the same time, is the same period. And after that, another timeline will be starting, being the time of the Slichot for the Sfaradim, and that will lead us to Kippur. So the Sfaradim will start their Slichot on the day after Rosh Chodesh. The Ashkenazim will be starting their Slichot on the day after Rosh Hashanah. And in South Africa, we are like the Ashkenazim. If you want to know why and how, please go and check our YouTube channel and check the videos where we talk about that. Bezrat Hashem. So shalom, shalom also to the one who are in the chat. So in this period, always appreciate two type of text. The first one is the Pirkei Avot. Why? Because for me, this is the roots of all the rest, all the heritage we had of the Luchot Rishonot. This is the mindset of the Anshe Knesset Agdola, who were the student of the prophets, received that mindset and that wisdom from the elders, and the elders from Yehoshua, and Yehoshua from Moshe. This is the first Mishnah of the Pirkei Avot. And also another text is the Pirkei Shira. So now the question is, Shalom, Shalom, Rabbanit Catherine, Shalom, Shalom. So now the question is, we have to dig to try to see what were the things they were seeing when they were talking about the Pirkei Avot, when they gave some remarks, some ethics and morality. What were the secret behind? This is what I think should be done in that time of the 3 weeks and even after. So today we'll be focused on one Pirkei Avot. We will see it very soon. But before that, we have to introduce the topic because, like you know, we have our think tank, which is not only Torah, but also Torah in order to give solutions for the world. Bezrat Hashem, let's see the Torah. the Torah, we can say, of the Parashat, we are right Hanan, but the Torah connected to the time of the 3 weeks and the weeks after. The relationship to money, an accelerator to subdue the Bantu Israelite tribes. Since the arrival of the first Christian missionary boats on the banks of Kongo River in the 15th century, the European invading states had understood that exploiting the relationship to money and its spirituality will be the key to the success of their invasion plan. Buying your place in paradise with a few gold coins given to the priest, living in an extreme poverty to deserve your place in paradise after death, taking advantage of our disconnection from materials to underestimate to their advantage our commercial exchanges are all situations that have created the sick relationship that the Bantu Israelites have today with money. Not only that, we can say today, among all the Bantu Israelite tribes, among all the countries that the Bantu Israelite leads, no one of them possess their own money. No one on them produce their own money. No one on them are setting an economical system which is exactly according to what they receive from their ancestor and to sow. Bezat Hashem. Shalom, shalom. Chief Rabbi Kish, shalom, shalom to you. Just please let me know, is the internet working good? Can you see me well and hear me well on the on
Yes,
YouTube,
Rabbeinu.
Facebook?
Yes, Rabbeinu Bakatov, I can see, I can hear you.
Okay, toda rabba, Chief Rabbi Kish. Okay, to understand that point, basically the secret behind the relationship that the Bantu Israelites have with money. Our money now is our trap. Our relationship to money is the biggest problem that we have to solve today, but also the biggest weapon us to be genocide, removed, erased from the earth, use. For that, we're going to take the Benishai and we're going to go slowly, slowly and build everything slowly, slowly. Shalom, shalom, Rabbi James Orizu. Shalom, shalom. Toda rabba, Rabbi Brandon Ben Yosef. So the Benishai in his book of Halachot, I will make it bigger, don't worry, you will see. Shana Rishona, Parashat Tazria, Metzora. This is the introduction of the Benishai. So let's see what he will say and how he will describe the situation. And keep in mind, we want to understand how relationship to money is the key to keep the Bantu Israelite down, not only in the past, but still today. So I will make it bigger, don't worry. I will do like that. So it's like this. I think it's good now. It's a bit better. Go slowly, slowly. So the Ben Ish Chai said, Rabbi Yossi Omer. So he's bringing the Mishnah. Basically, it's the Mishnah chapter 2, verse 17. Rabbi Yossi Omer. Yehi mamon chaverecha chaviv elecha kishelcha. He said, the money of your friend have to be so precious to you as yours. Basically, when you consider or when you see or when you analyze or when you interact, you connect with the money of your friend, that money or that situation have to be precious to your eyes. Consider the situation like yours. He goes deeper. He said, והתקן עצמך ללמוד תורה שאינה ירושה לך. After he jumped, he said, be ready to study Torah, because the Torah is not your heritage. What the connection? What the connection between what I have to, the way I have to behave with my friend's money and the fact that I have to study Torah, understanding or knowing that it's not my heritage? I have to say, V'kol ma'asecha yiyu l'shem shamayim. He say, when you will be able to do that, you have to know that your action will be for the sake of heaven. That Mishnah is very strange. So now we're going to follow the Ben Ishai slowly, and we're going to try to understand what is behind. So you see like this. He said, יש לאמור מה שייכות להיסק התורה עם חיבוב ממון חברנו דנקית להו בעדי הדדה. So he's questioning. He said, what the relationship between me studying Torah, you and me learning Torah, and the positive way to connect or to interact with the money of my friend? How many times have you read that Mishnah of Pirkei Avot? See today how you didn't saw that your story of the Bantu Israelite is hidden inside. You see, what the connection? Why you bring me to see things like that? We continue. He said, ועוד מה נותן טעם בתיבת שאינה על מה שכתוב והתקין עצמך ללמוד תורה. So you say also, why you talk about the fact that it's not? What does it mean? It's not. To tell you that Torah is not your heritage. So why you ask to me to be ready to study? So Ben Ishai start. ונראה לי בסייעתא דשמיא, דמצינו שדימה הכתובה את התורה לממון דכתיב. So he said it's simple. First of all, there's many places in our Torah where Torah is compared to money. And he brings a lot of example. You see, for example, in Mishle, אם תבקשנה ככסף וכמטמונים תחפשנה וכולי. So Shlomo the king, Shlomo Amela was saying, if you look after the Torah like a money, like a treasure, so look after it. So first example, we see that Torah is connected to money. וכן אמר, also in Mishle, טוב שכרה ושכר כסף. He say also, the treasure of Torah, it's also called a treasure, is better than the treasure only connected to money, meaning money without spirituality. Let's go deeper. He said, we have many examples like that. When כמו שהעוסק בממון, במעשה ומתן, מרבה ומוסיף הממון שלו, he say, here is the connection between the two topics, Torah and money. Say, in the same way, someone who work do commerce, and the more is selling objects and products, the more is increasing his money. And also, העוסק בתורה ונושא ונותן בדברייה, יימצא חידושי התורה הרבה ויוסיף חוכמה. The same logicality. The one who will give all his soul, all his time, all his body to study Torah more and more, he will increase the chidushim, like we saw before 2 weeks. The new way to understand deeply some pasuk, some verse, some malachot, not to disconnect from the roots of Torah, but to reveal the inner way our fathers used to keep Torah. Because we know that the generation of Moshe in the desert, they kept the Torah at the highest level ever. We just went down, 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 down. So it's the same thing. The more you study, the more you increase the treasures of your Torah. Small pause here. Let me explain to you what it means. It's like this. He said, don't be ashamed to connect Torah and money. You see, we have few examples, many examples that even use Torah as an image of wealth. So what happened? The one who came to invade us, the Bantu tribes, the Bantu Israelite tribes kingdom, they came with that mindset of saying, look, you don't need money. If you are rich, you will go to evil. You will die and you will burn in the fire of hell. How many people, how many people among our parents have heard that language in the early of the 20th century? How many of our parents or uncle have heard that, look, money is evil and you have to run away from it if you want to be successful in the world to come? Here, they say, no, 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 no. You have to know that the authentic money is connected to Torah. We're going to see how. But when you disconnect that authentic money from the Torah, the problem starts. We're going to see what happens. So the first thing we have to do here is to remove all that philosophy that was brought among the Bantu Israelite tribes to hate money. The biggest problem is not that we will hate money or will hate to be rich. The biggest problem is that the consequences will be doubled. On one hand, money will be hatred. On the other hand, some people, in order to fight back that mindset, which was a lie, will be money lovers more than that should be done, or more than the proper way to do it. They will be only focused on money, 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 money. So you see how the destruction is double. Because you want to respond back to that very tricky strategy to empower, no, to make to bring poverty on that kingdoms. Some of the descent decided to be connected to the money, but they forget something. The money you are connected to is without spirituality. So the Ben Ish Chai talk about something here you and me we forget. He said there is a level of money, there is a level of wealth which is totally spiritual. First Chidush, believe me, tzaddikim, tzaddikot, that level is not what you see around you. That level is not what defined the powerful of America. It's not what defined the powerful of Europe. It's not what defined the powerful of Apple, Microsoft, Google, YouTube. I don't know what you know. This is not that money. The money the minister is talking about, it's another type of money. We're going to see how that used to be what was found out in our kingdoms. Let's go deeper with the text. He said, you will increase your wisdom by studying more and more Torah, and you will see that you will find a lot of chidushim, a lot of deeper understanding connected to the Dordea, to that generation of Moshe and Miriam and Aaron in the desert. לכן, גם בתורה שייר לשון הסחורה. That's why we can use the language of product, the language of exchange, the language of commerce in the Torah word. אך אפשר שיחשוב האדם כמו ממונו, אם ירצה להניחו בטבע ולא יעסוק בה, אלא יושב ובטל. דרשאי הוא בשלו ואין אליו דין וחשבון. כן הוא מסחר התורה. אם לא ירצה לעסוק במשא ומתן של התורה, רשאי דשלא היא ורשאי להניחו בקרן זווית, ולא יעסוק בה כדי להרוויח ממנה חידושים. והנה, באמת, החושב כן הוא דעת שוטים, כי התורה היא תורת השם, ונתנה לאדם כדי לעסוק בה, ולתחוח בהיסק שלה, כדי להוציא לאור תעלומיה ושרתיה בארבעה חלקים של פרדס. So he said like this. He said, let's push a bit further that comparison between Torah and money. He said, look, you see, when you have money, when you have incomes and you work, the best way to increase your wealth is to invest, is to bring that money to be used more and more and more and more and more and more, and not to let it on the corner or to let it to be kept under your pillow, because if you do that, that money will not increase in terms of value. Your project will be going down. Shalom, shalom, Chief Rabbi El Natan El Hanan. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
So he said, shalom, shalom. If you react like that, your money will lose value. If you react like that, you will not have anything to see that your initial incomes, your initial treasures took values. He said the same thing with the Torah. He said, if you don't study, if you don't bring yourself to go deeper and deeper every single day, but how do you have to study? You see the word pardes. What is pardes? Pshat, remez, drash, and sod. The four levels of interpretation and understanding our Torah. Meaning, if you made the choice not to study sod, if you made the choice not to study pshat, you will be decreasing the quality and the quantity of your wealth. The way to behave with Torah compared to money is to know that that should be worked. Investment. Let's go deeper. We build just the frame. It's like this. והראי אצל האדם בתורה עסק כאחד הנותן לחברו 1,000 זהובים. להסתרח בהם, ויקר מן הרבער מחצית שכר ואינו רשאי לבטל כיסוי של חברו, להניח הקרן בטל בתוך התיבה, ולא יעסוק בו כלום. וכן עניין אצל התורה. לכך אמר הכתוב כי לכך טוב נתתי לכם תורתי אל תעזובו. רוצה לומר, הן אמת לכך טוב, כי התורה נתתי לכם שמסרתיה לכם, אך היא עודנה תורתי, שלי היא וממני היא. לכך אל תעזובו, ואין אתם רשאים לעזוב העסק שלה, שתהיו בטלים ממנה, דהנה ממון שלכם, כדי שתאמרו רשאי האדם ביטול עסק ממונו, אלא חייבים אתם לעסוק בה ולהוציא ממנה רווחה ופרא כאשר תאכלון. What is said now is very deep. What is said now is very deep. It's simple. He said like this. He said, look, why the Mishnah, the Pirkei Avot, is talking about the fact that you should not forget that the Torah is not your heritage. If you remember, we saw it in the Mishnah. Let me show it to you again. 1 second, the screen is on the way. You see what was written here at the beginning? He said like this. He said, be careful about the money of your friend. Prepare yourself to study Torah because it's not your heritage. You see? It's not your heritage. So say, what does it mean now? How should we understand that sentence? Ben Ishai said, simple. Say, you have to know. It's like someone, you want to do partnership with him. And he has money, you don't have. He came and said, look, my friend, I give you some money to start a business. Like this, when you will start, you will be successful. I will take my part and maybe we'll find a way to have some interest. Okay. He made the investment and you decided not to use that money for the purpose, for the original purpose. Meaning, you take that money and you just leave it there on your closet, I don't know, on your table, and you go, you make your life. And your friend come back, he say, look, 6 months after, what's going on with our investment? And you say, no, I didn't have the time, had a lot of things to do. Your money is on the table. But the guy said, no, look, I gave you that money in order to empower it and to bring it to be stronger with more interest. He said, Ben Ishai, is the same thing with the Torah. The Torah is the initial investment of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It is money. Just comparison. It is money. So when you decide not to study Sod, when you decide not to study Pshat, you are like this man who is taking investment from his friend but not doing anything from it. You are basically destroying the value of what was given to you. He said that's why the Mishnah said it's not your heritage, because with your heritage, you do what you want. You want to invest, you invest. You want to keep, you keep. You want to sell, you sell. But here with the Torah, it's not your heritage. What you have received, you have no right to choose what to study or not. You have no right to choose to push more this and less that. You have no right to change the question and the basis of the deal. This is what was the mindset of Rabbi Yossi when he said, it's not your heritage. You are not here to choose what is good to be taught or studied or not. This is the key. The key of what? Or the key for what? This is the base of spiritual money. I explain myself. I'm not talking about invisible money like some people can understand in other religion. I'm talking about physical money which will be totally fulfilled with high level of spirituality. I'm talking about physical money which will never awake the baddest and the dirtiest side of the man's soul or woman's soul. I'm talking about a money which will never be used to kill, to rob, to distract, to destroy, to genocide. Because let's be real, today, you want to erase a people, you want to genocide a people, you want to win a war. How do you make that thing? You need money. You need money to make that things. So you want to tell me that the money used by the states which are fighting now is the same type of money that the Ben Israel is talking about here? You want to tell me that the money used to make all the robbery of the world, all the stealing of the world, all the scammers of the world are the same money we are talking about here? Want to tell me that the money used to print fake historical book with fake informations about fake map, about fake people, about changing people's life, people's look alike? You want to tell me that that money is holy? If you think like that, please open your eyes because you have been deaf inside of one illusion. You want to use money in that level, but you forget that the reality where we are, the money settled is not any question before we start to dig.
No question from me, Chief Rabbi Pinchas.
תודה רבה, Chief Rabbi Elnatan Elhanan. So now we start to dig. We have the frame now. What was the economical system that they found out when they sent the boats of missionaries in Central Africa? It was something different from what they used to know or from what they used to think. Because they arrived in the place, they saw that people used seashells to buy gold. They saw people using another way to deal with commerce. We're going to see. By the way, I have one question. Who can tell me what was the money used in the time of the desert? 40 years. For sure you have to have exchange. For sure you have to deal with some aspect of business. And not only that, we saw that many people are basically connected to the aspect of, yes, when we're going to cross your land, we will be paying what should be paid. So how do you do to pay? What was the money used in the time of Moshe? Can you please tell me? Who have the answer? Well done, Yancy. Small pause. I'll come back in a few seconds. Small pause. Can you hear me?
Yes, Rabenu.
Sorry. I had to deal with something quickly. So let me go back to where we stopped. So here's we understand that the purpose of the Ben Ishchai was to explain to us first what is the secret behind the spiritual money, the spirituality of the money, not the spiritual money. Because when you go on spiritual money, some people will think that we can buy with nothing. No. We're talking about spirituality of money. The spirituality of form of money will bring you to see the quality of the use of that money. Do you really think that spirituality of money can bring you to see people destroying each other, to see people destroying the others, to see people killing, ordering, doing some, I don't know, business about organs, all these things? Where are we? In which world are we? So the last time, the real spirituality of money was working, acting, was given like was really connected to the reality according to our history. I'm not talking about the others. I'm not saying that we are the only ones. No, I'm just saying according to the history of the Bantu Israelite, we know that at that time, spirituality of money was connected to our history. We know that at that time, spirituality of money was what was leading our way to interact and to connect with materiality. So now let's see what the Ben Israel had. שלזה אמר, יהי ממון חבריך המסור לך בתורת עסקה, חביב אליך כשלך, שאתה צריך לשומרו ולעסוק בו, שלא יהיה בטל. So you see, when will you have the possibility to see really that your money is precious to the eyes of your friends? It's only when you will have in between two of you interaction with real money with spirituality, real money which means something. How many people, how come you can see, let's give an example. Today many Americans, African Americans, they know that they have roots with African's country. I'm not making generality, I'm giving one example. How many times see people in the movies or in the daily lifestyle, they took the dollars and they are making like the rain, like this, making rain. Okay. Do you think that this is the way you can connect with the one who are missing? One second, I have someone disturbing us. Just want to, okay, this done. To Mr. King of Art, if you want to exchange, there is no problem. Exchange, start by listening to what we are saying. If you want to bring your theory and not to be in exchanging, I will be obliged to remove you from the channel. So please make your choice. If you don't want, you will remove. If you want, okay, goodbye. So now what's happened? It's like this. He said, if you understand, if you connect with money fulfilled by spirituality, you will never be insensitive to your friend's situation. Never. Never. So if you're not if you are sensitive to your friend's situation, for sure you will be sensitive for your family situation. But if you are in a way to behave like, okay, it's my money, I do what I want, you have the right. But just know that this is not the case of what we are talking about here. Let's go deeper. He said, דלא תוכל להתניעו בקרן זווית ובלתי הישג של רבע. So say basically, you will be taking care about the money of your friend, but also you will be working, meaning you will be studying in order to increase its value. וזהו בממון הגשמי של חבריך המסור לך. So we talk about the physical money that your friend has given to you. וכמו כן אתה לצריך להיזהר בממון רוחני. He said, the way you behave with the money of your friend that was given to you to invest, the way also you have to behave with the spiritual money. Okay, he said the word spiritual money. Like I said a bit before, spiritual money doesn't mean that you don't buy house, you don't buy food, you don't buy anything. No, it means that the physicality of your money will be changed by the spirituality brought inside. And once you do that, you are not the slave of that money. You became the master of that materiality. This is the big problem today with the Bantu Israelite and money. You will be able to behave totally differently. From Pesa, we know that a Jew, an Israelite, can never be a slave again. Every single situation that will be slavery to be settled again, even in the halachot, it's because of the removal of the spirituality from money. How do I know? Very simple. Look at your Torah. How come that you will have an Eved Ivri? Eved Ivri meaning your brother, who is an Israelite like you, sells himself like a slave. Why? Because he lost all his money. And because he lost all his money, cannot provide anything to his family, he will start to work for you as a slave. Even though you will have to remove that state 7 years after at the Shemitah, you see that money problem is always what creates slavery, not money problem. The How do you say it in English? 1 second. The despiritualization of money. You want to create dependence, you want to create slave trade, you want to create colonization, you want to create monopoly, you want to create mafia, you want to create black market. How do? You despiritualized money. You want to create people from the same roots, same family sometime. Someone are sleeping in Dubai in a hotel room of 6 or 5 stars, and in the same family, someone are fighting to get some bread on the table. Despiritualized the money. So we have no choice. We, as Bantu Israelites, we have to re-spiritualize our money. This is the key. This is the chidush of the Ben Ishai here. But how do we do? So let's go back. By the way, to answer to anti-Amalekite, he say, Avanilo Shalem ki en a bet amigdash. So he said, Rabbi, I'm not complete because the temple is missing. Malasot. What can I do? What can we do? Even before to start to do something, based on what we are saying, I'll just ask to you, anti-Amalekite, with which money you're gonna pay the third temple? With Donald Trump's money? With Netanyahu's money? With the actual religious system money? Please, it's better to be without than to create something which will not be created with spiritualized money. Because if you do so, same thing will happen. Nothing will stand, and destruction, war, jealousy, hatred will be brought. So let's go back in the text. It says like this. וכמו כן אתה צריך להיזהר בממון רוחני. So he said, based on that, you have to be careful about the spirituality of money, about the spiritualization of money. היא התורה הקדושה המסורה לך. He said, there is no spiritualization without Torah. Very simple. Where the system, the economic system, what we have came from where the financial laws and system have been built. Christianity, not Torah. Not Torah, Christianity. Not Torah. We have one question. James Sorezu. This Torah is the heritage of the congregation of Yaakov, and couldn't finish the verse in the book of Deuteronomy that Rabbi Moshe quote. The Torah is the heritage of the congregation of Israel. Yes, so what the question? So let's go back. He said, Torah Kedusha, he said, it's only by connecting to the Torah from A to Z, from Aleph to Taf, from Pshat to Sod, that was given to you. שתתקן עצמך ללמוד תורה ולא תניחנה. לבטל. Make yourself ready to study the Torah and don't put it on the side, thinking that this is not important. He said, this is the way to spiritualize your money. What some people are saying, he said, no. To spiritualize the money, it's enough that I'm a Jew. Me being a Jew, by touching this cup, the cup will be spiritualized. Wrong. To be something, to claim your identity, to claim your genetic, doesn't bring any spiritualization of what you are holding. What brings spiritualizations of what you're holding, especially your money, it's the way you study your Torah. It's the quality of your connection to a sek a Torah. All the levels, no compromission, no choice. You get from A to Z straight. You go to the Sod, and in the Sod you succeed to connect it to the Pshat. And from the Sod, you define the way to do the halachot. And from the halachot, you understand the Sod. You make that up and down every time. If not, you can be a good Jew with your kippah, with your Shabbatot, with your as, with your mezuzot, with your tefillin. What do you do about the study? Because this is not your heritage. So if you are not doing that, what you are holding is without that spirituality of Torah. That's why you, as a rabbi, you can make strange choice. How many rabbis do we know that receive the biggest mafias of the world and give to them advice what to invest and where to put their money? How can you be at that level of even asking a percentage of what will be earned? It's because you have no power to spiritualize that money. And the money you are dealing with is the money despiritualized by the Satan, by the Kochotatuma. That's why you have all these situations of people, even rabbis, taking some maaser from people who are robbing the states, making bad things. And they take the maaser and say, I will elevate. You will not elevate anything. The elevation of what you will be holding should be at the beginning kosher, and after when it's kosher, what do you study? What do you study? One thing is known by the Mekubalim. To know who is the best, to know who is the one will be called the Mekubal of the generation, one question will be asked to you. Explain to me Maase Merkava and Maase Bereshit. So, before you take the Maaser of his mafia, before you take the Maaser of his robbers, can you explain Maase Merkava, Maase Bereshit? If not, I'll know that you are not studying Sod. That's it. Not to explain with the philosophical things and the allegorical things and all the Chassidut things. No, go straight. Explain to me what is Maase Merkava, what is Maase Bereshit, and show to me how to do it. If not, please. Rabbanit Catherine, should we stick to the country in which we live and or the country of origin, heritage and patrimony? And that makes me think to Queen Esther, who is being prepared to be crowned in a king that is not yours. It's a very good question. Very, very good question. Basically, if you understand what the Ben Ishai is where the Ben Ishai is trying to bring us, it's talking about a very deep concept. How to spiritualize materiality. Materiality can be extended at different level. Materiality, for sure, in that case of that limud, it's the money. Materiality is also that cup. Materiality is also the institution of a country where you are living. So you can be able to spiritualize a kingdom, to spiritualize presidency, to spiritualize deputy, senatorials, to spiritualize mayors, city halls. You can be able to spiritualize every single materiality. Once you have do that, you have to know that that place is yours. That situation is yours. That object is yours. That position is yours. So there is no, for a real tzaddik, there is no concept of I'm belonging to that and not to that. No, I'm belonging where spirituality is dominant. So no matter where I go, who create that? My God. So if I bring his incense to be incarnate in that place and the people inside enjoy, that's my place. But if you bring that opposite mindset, you go to people's place in order to rob, to steal, to change the tradition, to change the spirituality, to take profit of their kindness or of their naivety. You are not dealing with the spiritualization of that materiality. So let's go back to the text. How do we do? It's like this. David, don't let it in the corner. Take the Torah and make it yours. Work it. Empower it. יען כי הן אמת שנתנה לך מאת השם. He said simple. Why? He said because, Shalom Shalom Chief Rabbi Shai Moshe, because to be able to spiritualize materiality, you need the truth. There is no place for lies. The truth has to be made. So how do you bring truth to be seen? Debate. Machloket, yes, there's no problem. But at the end, wisdom have to talk. So when you have lies in a system, forget about it. There is no spirituality in that money. When you have a system, a financial system, where laws are made to take more and more money from the poor's pocket, forget about it. There is no spirituality inside of that materiality. Even though you see a rabbi or a priest or an imam nearby the president. This is the key. And look what he's saying. He said, ואך היא אינה ירושה לך, אלא עודנה של בעלה לתורת השם, נקראת גם אחר שנתנה לישראל, ובעלה רוצה שתתכח בה להוציא ממנה רווחה ופרי בחידושי תורה. וכל כוונתך בלימוד והישג שלה יהיו לשם שמיים בלאו בעבור לקבל פרס מן הרווח הזה שאתה מוליד ממנה. So we have another problem. He say, you know what? To spiritualize materiality, we need Torah. Okay. Study Torah from Aleph to Taf. Okay. Pardes. Pshat to Sod. We need the truth. We need emet. When you need emet, it means there is no place for, it's also true. No, tell me at the top, highest level, what is the thing will be, which one will be done? So if it's that, this is the truth. Okay. And look what he said, last thing. He said to be able to spiritualize the materiality, your money, you need chidushim. You remember what we saw before 2 weeks? They blocked to me, the access of chidushim. Without chidushim, you cannot spiritualize the money. You cannot spiritualize the materiality. You need to bring new and deeper understanding of your Torah, new and deeper understanding of the halachot, new and deeper understanding of the Mishnayot, new and deeper understanding from the Gemarot, new and deeper understanding from the Kabbalah. If not, you are missing the third leg of spiritualization of materiality, especially money. Now you go some places, they are forbidden you to do chidushim, to say chidushim. Like we saw before 2 weeks. Even someone was telling you something which is crazy. Telling, the Torah was given on Sukkot. You start to laugh. Ben Ishai say, what do you laugh? This man is saying a chidush because Torah cannot be impurified. It's fire. So don't worry. Let him talk. Let him feel free. It's his Torah. Now you are in a system where you are not allowed to talk. So if you are not allowed to talk, how will you have the guts to go even to study and to find Hidushim? But when you don't find Hidushim, you have no ability, no possibility to spiritualize materiality, and especially your money. That's why your money, you don't succeed to keep it. You receive your salary, your incomes at the beginning of the month, but you feel the heaviness of life because you have to buy food, you have to pay the bills. I know that heaviness because, to be true, it's not judgment, it's a reality, it's my work. If I have to say I receive 100 phone call, 90% are about Rabbi Abraha for money, please. It's the reality. And the 10% who are not asking, it's because they have that brave heart. But I know that they are also suffering from that situation. Do you see? Why is it like that? Because you didn't spiritualize your money. You didn't fight enough to study all the pardes. You didn't fight enough to seek the truth in every single topic. No matter what Rabbi Pinchas is saying, no matter, we want the truth. That's why I always put the text in front of you. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, because that truth will make good things for you and for me. There's nothing here, no place for respect. There's a place of truth. Truth has to be made. Many people, because of respect of some rabbis, they close their eyes when they see mistakes and lies from some rabbis. No, because it's a big tzaddik. Why? What are you saying? Truth is truth. If you're not ready to fight for the truth, it will be impossible for you to spiritualize the materiality you acquire with your money. תודה רבה, רבי James Orizu. We continue a bit, we'll be finishing in 20 minutes. He said, so he said, when you will be doing that in your study, when you study the Pardes, do it l'shem shamayim, for the sake of Eden. Meaning, don't wait for any salary behind that. You are giving yourself, your soul, for that work of studying Torah. And after, go deeper. He said, Uma she'amar l'shem shamayim. So what is l'shem shamayim? What is for the sake of Eden? V'lo amar l'shamayim. So he said, your expression is strange. What does it mean, l'shem shamayim? For the name of the Eden, for the name of the sky, let's say. Just say for the sky or for the Eden. Say no. היינו כי אדם בעוסק התורה צריך לייחד שם הוויה בשם עדנות. ולכן אמרו רבותינו זכרונם לברכה בעירובין, כי חיים הם למוציהם. למוציהם בפה. היינו דשם עדנות ובבחינת כלי, ושם הוויה בבחינת אור פנימי שהוא בתוך הכלי. לכך שם עדנות נקרא נחתיק לשם הוויה, וידוע כי הפה הוא בחינת שם עדנות בסוד, אדוני שפתי תפתח, והתורה עצמה היא בבחינת שם הוויה, ולכן צריך היוצאים בפה, לזה ולזה סיים ופי, שהוא בחינת שם עדנות, יגיד תהילתך, הוא התורה, שהיא סוד שם הוויה. ולכן, אם האדם מוציא דברי תורה מפיו, ממש, הנה בזה עושה חיבור שם הוויה ונחניק וכלי שלו, שהוא שם עדנות, ולזה אמר, חיים הם למוציהם בפה. וידוע, כי שמיים כינוי לשם הוויה, שנקרא שמיים, ותיבת שם הוא כינוי לשם עדנות, הנקרא שם, בסוד ויעש דוד שם, ולזה אמר, וכל מעשיך יהיו לשם שמיים, שתתחבר בחינת שם עם בחינת שמיים, ובזה יהיו חיבור אור פנימי, שהוא שם הוויה, בתוך כלי, שהוא שם עדנות. So let me explain to you that point. Shalom, shalom, Rabbi Chaim Ben Yosef, shalom, shalom. Let me explain to you that point. Very important. It's like this. It's like this. 1 second. Basically, I will, 1 second, share. What the Ben Israel said. He said, I want to understand, I want to explain to you in that Mishnah the secret and the meaning of Leshem Shamaim. So be patient with me. We're going to build it together. I share my screen. Do you see my screen? It's okay? You see my screen?
Yes, Rabbeinu.
Toda Rabba. So I said, what is the meaning of Leshem Shamaim? Okay. He said, it's very simple. We're gonna, first of all, we're gonna separate the expression. He said, Leshem, so 1 second, sorry. Leshem Shamayim. He said, you have to know that two names are used when it comes about spirituality for us as Bnei Israel. The first name is the name Adanut, what we call Adonai. See this name. 1 second. Okay, this name. And the second name, is Yud Kevavke. 1 second. He said, what did the Mekubalim understand? He said, you have to know that this name, Adanut, is basically like a vessel. It's a keli. Kli in Hebrew, it's a vessel. It even go deeper. He said it's an artik. It's like the wallet. He said, you see that wallet? What is in that wallet is a vessel. It's what contains things. It's like this cup. And what is the aspect of the name Adonai, which is Avaya here? It's the light, or the light. And basically, it's the money. You got it? You follow? Is it okay?
Yes, Chief Rabbi Pinchas.
Okay.
Yes, Rabbeinu.
So it's basically This shows to you that the name Adanut, if I make it bigger, sépare avec le bruit, coupe en deux, tu donnes. Allez, dépêche-toi.
C'est ce que j'allais faire.
Dépêche-toi. Chut. The name Adanut, you see, being the wallet, it contains inside of him the name Avaya. If I put it here, yes. So the name Avaya is inside the name Adanut. So it's a person that when you start your Amida, you say Adonai Sefatai Tiftar, open my lips, Ufi Yagite Latecha, and my mouth will say your praise. So you say, look, basically you connect the two names. So what is the way to spiritualize materiality is always to give the identity of Adanut to the physicality and the identity of Avaya to the spirituality inside of that identity. Meaning the Torah is here, but Adonai, Adanut, it's the mouth, it's the teeth, the tongue. It's what's gonna, the lips, it's what's gonna make the things. But when you will be praying or talking, it should give Hafkin. So when you are studying, reading your Torah, the Pardes, you are, Ben Israel say, you are connecting the two names. So that's why we say Leshem Shamaim and not only Shamaim. Why? Because Leshem Shamaim is the proof that you have connected physicality to spirituality. Leshem, it's for Adanut, for the wallet. Shamaim, it's for Avaya, for the light of the money inside. Is it okay?
Yes, Rabbeinu.
Toda. So now let's go back in the text and we're going to achieve the last point. Now look what the Ben Ishai said. He said, so like this. He said, now it's here. He said, ולכן כל קדושה שיש למעלה מוכח שיש בה בחינת אור פנימי בבחינת כלים. So look, in the invisible word, every single holiness defined as holiness possess physicality or something which will play the role of vessel, and inner dimension, something which will play the role of light. Adanut Avaya. That's why he said, Kol Kedusha Sheyesh Lemala. The upper word, in the invisible word, Mucha, it's obligation, it's obliged. Sheyesh Ba Prinat Or, it's obligatory that you will find light, inner light, Prinat Kelim, and vessels. וכל העולמות וכל הספירות הם מיוסדים ועשויים בך. And say, every single thing which exists in the invisible world, the words, the olamot, the words, the sphirot, they are based on the same logicality. בכך שהם בחינת כלי ובחינת אורות. They are all of them possessing vessel and light. שבתוכם, ואין עולם ואין ספירה למעלה שאין בה בחינת כלים ובחינת אורות פנימי. So he said there is no place in the invisible world which is not built like that. Inner light and surrounded by a vessel. והנה, ידוע שהתורה נקראת מים. We know that the Torah is called waters also. שהיא מתארת את האדם ודוחה מעליו כל מין טומאה. What is the purpose of the water? Is to purify the man and to remove every type of impurity. ולכן, כמו שהתורה נקראת מים שהיא חיים לאדם על ידי הטהרה, זה like the Torah is also called waters that give life to men through holiness, שמתארות צריכה להיות בפי כאשר אמרנו. So he said, also the holiness that the man is seeking have to be done from the mouth. Like we have said, you study from the mouth. דנמצאת, הטהרת נעשית במים שבתוך הכלי, שהוא הפה, כמו שאמר, חיים מן אמותיהם. So say, look, simple. In the same way, you put waters in the cup, and that waters will be used in the keli, and that water will be used to wash your hands. Same thing, your mouth is keli, and the Torah you put inside of your mouth will be considered like water to make things around you pure. כן, טהרת ידיו של אדם, and say also the purity of man's hands, במים הגשמיים צריכים המים להיות בתוך כלי. That's why you need to put also, like I said, waters inside of a vessel in order to purify man's hands. ובזה, יטהרו הידיים, based on that, the hands will be pure, meaning if you wash your hands directly from the sink, it's technical, but I will not go there, you are not removing the impurity from your hands. Your hands need to be washed by waters which will be dropped from a vessel called the keli. ותהיה טהרת ידיים במים הגשמיים כמו טהרת האדם במים הרוחניים שצריכים להיות בכלי שהוא הפה. So say, because you need to put the Torah inside of your mouth, which is the vessel, same way you need to put water inside of a vessel which is a kli in order to acquire purity. שיהיה זה דוגמת הקדושה של מעלה. Like this you will do something which look like the holiness which is on the top. שהכל עשוי בבחינת כלי ובבחינת אורו שבתוכם, because everything is done from the vessel and the light. והוא בסוד חיבור שם הוויה עדנות, and this is the secret of connecting the name Yud Ke Vav Ke and the name Aleph Dalet Nun Yud. Basically, your vessel will be Yud Ke Vav Ke, and the water inside will be your vessel will be Aleph Dalet Nun Yud, and the water inside will be Yud Ke Vav Ke. And he said, שהוא סוד הכלי ונרתיק שלו. ולאחר הכלי שנוטלים בו נקראת בדברי רבותינו ז"ל הנטל. So he said, if you look in the Gemara Baba Batra, what is the name of the vessel where you put the water? He said the name is Antal. Aleph Nun Taf Lamed. Tet Lamed. שהוא במספר חיבור, which is the same gematria value of י' כ' ו' כ' וכן מפורש בסידור רבותינו הרש"ש ז"ל, הכוונה זו של אנטל. So that's why the Rashash, is talking about the name Antal to think about when you are filling your keli with the water from the sink. You think Antal, שהוא מספר שני שתימות, which is the connection of the two names. And the Ben Ish Chai has finished. So let's go back. The Ben Ish Chai use the Mishnah Avot about the money of my friend, and that money I should be very careful about it, and I'll have to be ready to study, and like this my action will be for the sake of even. And he said, this is the secret of the kelim, the vessel used for Netilat Yadayim before eating. Now you have the secret. What's happened here? The way destruction was brought in the middle of the Bantu Israelite tribe was to remove from our memory the fact that our ancestors, they were keeping Mishnah. When I say Mishnah, it's even more than the 6 orders. I have my way to prove it. That's not the case here. And they knew something. They knew that if you want to spiritualize materiality, you have steps. That step starts from the way you study the wisdom of your tribe. That wisdom, if it's Mishnah, like I told you, we talk about Torah. That's why you will see in the Bantu Israelite tradition, you have a lot of allegoria. You have a lot of way to pass wisdom by giving examples with a high level of expression and understanding nature. All this, it's about Torah. We were the first way, the chief rabbinate of Africa, to say that the real initiation of a tribal chief, the real one, not the fake one we see nowadays, it's nothing more, nothing less like an ordination of a rabbi. Because the rabbi we see today, they don't have ordination. If you know which type of rabbi are the ordinations, you will see that they were real kings. The respect around them was at another level. So how do you spiritualize that money? First of all, study Torah. That's why even in the way I bring the topics, I want the Bantu Israelites, no matter if today they forget about their identity, I want them, you have to want them to hear about words of Torah. That's why I'm even given 1 hours every week of interview in Lingala and Kikongo to teach the Bantu Israelite about Torah. Their ears, they have to hear about that. Because they don't know, you can give to them that merit by giving in your speech Pshat, Drash, Remez, and Sod. They will be Yotze. They will be done. They will be quiet about that. After that, seek the truth. Give the habit to our brothers and sisters to open books, to open their head, to open their heart, and to never give themselves a rest till they will find what is the truth. After that, give to them that freedom to make, to know, and to feel that the Torah is for them, and they can do, sense, and express it like they want from the moment they are taking their Hidushim from the book itself. This is the first base. Without that, forget about it. You cannot spiritualize anything. We all know, we all have uncles who become pastors or priests. They make night, they scream, they kill Satan, they change the water, they scream in the church. They are convinced that they can change the materiality to something fulfilled by spirituality. I'm showing you that it's impossible. This is the first level, just the 3 steps. 3 steps. Now the last level. It's about Netilat Yadayim. Because you cannot spiritualize materiality if your hands are impure. Because to spiritualize materiality is to bring purity and holiness to the object. How can you bring purity and holiness to that object if your hands are dirty? Even the one who's gonna bring holiness and purity to that cup will not do it. Why? Because at the end of the day, this hand will be impure. At the end of the day, its hands will be impure. Netilat yadayim. Properly with a vessel, with two hands. You take, you pour 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it's just to remove impurity, you scratch. And Nusa Afriki, you always bless by putting your hands at that level. Even if it's in the middle of the day, you came out from the toilet. We always blessed, like Sarah Binyokle Menakane. This is the way we're gonna awake the proper connection to materiality that our ancestors they had. Shalom, shalom, Rabbi Yoshimiti.
Shalom,
We are
shalom,
all
Rabbeinu. Shalom,
shalom,
shalom.
shalom. We are all surprised about the amount of money they had. We are all surprised about the way they succeeded to go everywhere on earth. But remember that our ancestors, the Egyptians, they taught purity and fertilization of tools to Europeans. So we had a deep understanding of how to fertilize, how to make pure tools in our hands. So the chidush of today, the way they removed the spiritualization of our money, it's because they put us away from the laws of Netilat Yadayim, washing hands. And at the same time, you can see our brothers and sisters, they are obsessed about washing hands. We like property, we like purity, but they are not doing it in the good way. That's why money is even not produced on our lands, on our soil. That's why it's even not printed, it's even not our money. Our money have no value. We are depending. Why? Just because we don't have Yetilat Yadayim. And like said the Rakadosh, I will show to you we will be finished. Shar HaMitzvot. Shar HaMitzvot. Parashat Mishpatim. Look what is Sarah Kadosh. Gam nevaer ma she'amur Hazal. I will tell you also what the sage have said. הגוזל מחברו שווה פחותה כאילו גוזל ממנו נפשו. The one who steals his brother, even 1 cent, it's like you have stolen his soul. What does it mean? Il dit וכולי. ועניין הוא, is the topic, כי כל נשמה כלולה מרמה איברים, all the souls possess 248 organs. וכל איבר כלולה מן כמה ניצוצות, and every single organs possess a lot of sparks of light. וכפי ריבוי האורות, and according to the quantity of light inside of the organs of your soul, אשר לנשמה, ההיא קר שיעור השפע, אשר משפיע עליו, according to the number, the quantity of sparks of light that you have inside of the organs, the members of your soul, according to that will be defined the shefa, the abundance, bene chayim mezone, life children money that you will receive on this earth. The more you study Torah, Pardes, the more you multiply that quantity of souls, of sparks, the more you have money. You see, Arakadosh, he tells you the secret. But let me finish with something not so good. Look what's happened. I will not go too deep because that topic is for the rabbis. Look what he said. He said, you steal from me 1 cent, you have stolen my soul, right? Based on what we have seen, the bad people, the one who genocide and killed our families and our brothers and sisters, Bantu Israelite tribes, they made all the effort to despiritualize our wealth, our money, our materiality. That creates what we have seen, all the injustice in terms of finance, money, economy. Look at the limud, we gave a lot of example. Now look what's happened. He said, if such things happen, meaning robbery and stealing among people, what's happened? Look. Look what he said. Yeah. He said, when you make that type of behavior, mafia, robbery, corruption, he said, you damaged here, and you also damage lemala on the upper world, the sphere of malchut. When money is despiritualized, what's happened? The sephira of malchut is damaged. Look what he said. כנודע, והנה הנשמות הנמשכות מן הדעת, וכנודע כי לכן נקרא זיווג בלשון ידיעה. ויודע שאדם בהתחווה יוציא בזה, והנה דת הנוקבה הוא קל כנודע, ולכן משלם כלפי כפל, שהוא קליפה בית בחינות. וטעם אחר כי הקליפות גונבות בית בחינות, הראשון הוא לנשמה העולות אל הנקבה בסוד מן, נתתה לי אלא כדודה, וגונבים את הנשמות היורדות. He said, when you do that, you gave to the bad forces, the forces of impurity, the right to steal or to rob the souls. What does it mean? I will go straight. It means that you will see black people born with the wrong souls. They will teach hatred to their owns. You see all the African Americans who you see and you feel that they are against Africans, they are against African Americans, even not to be like, okay, I'm into it. No, they are fighting. You say, how come you are so opposite to what you are? It's because inside of them, their souls are not like the external. There's a disconnection between the vessel and the light. Same thing can be said about the Inca, the Maya, the Chinese. I'm keeping it African because we are in the South Africa. If you want to know how come the first want to betray all African projects, all African American projects, all the Africans or the African Americans themselves, it's because of that robbery that will be made about souls. Soul that's got up or soul that's got down. The impurity will be allowed to take that souls. So they changed the logicality of reincarnation. I will not go there. But don't be surprised if you see that an African man, an African American man, is ready to sell, to snitch about the work you are doing to build properly. Just know that is carrying inside of him a soul which have been robbed and is not the man you see. And why that? Just because we have been put far away from the laws of Netilat Yadayim, and we don't know anymore how to spiritualize our materiality. Baruch Adonai Leolam, Amen ve'Amen. תודה רבה, רבנים צדיקים.
Amen.
תודה.
Amen.
Amen ואמן. תודה רבה רבנו.
תודה רבה, רבי לושי מידיה, תודה רבה צ'יף חבאי קיש, תודה רבה צ'יף חבאי אלנתן אלחנן, תודה רבה. רבי אלנתן חנן. This means that within this money, the made us use is someone else, not tailor-made for us. Which exactly. That's why you can see African American people, they have billions, but they can even not be organized to give a better life to African American in America. America is terrible. Poverty is terrible. Don't see the big cities. See the whole country. It's terrible. You have people in America who are missing teeth. It's terrible because of poverty. So how come the big head, they cannot connect themselves to create a foundation, and to feed every single African American to be decent, have a decent life? Why? Because the money is despiritualized. They cannot create that type of mindset. How can they be able? Netila and the free level we saw, meaning studying Pardes, seeking the truth, and doing Chidushim. תודה רבה, רבנית קטרין, תודה רבה, רבנית אלישבע, שלום, תודה רבה, רבי חיים, תודה רבה צ'יף חבאי, ישי משה, תודה רבה רבי ג'יימס אוריזו, תודה רבה לכולם, תודה רבה ברונה בן יוסף, תודה רבה רוזה שמואל עידו, שלום קמרה, שלום, בעזרת השם, see you יום חמישי for the French לימוד on the same topic בעזרת השם. שלום.
תודה רבה,
Shalom,
שלום
shalom.
רבנו. תודה רבה.
תודה רבה, ביי.